Guys, I gotta tell you, I just watched the trailer for Candace Owens' new documentary on Black Lives Matter, The Greatest Lie Ever Sold. And I am super excited to see this project from Candace Owens. I'm telling you, after seeing that trailer, there's probably gonna be more to the BLM scam than probably what we know right now. Okay, I really do think that Candace Owens and Daily Wire are going to bring some new things to the light that the public needs to know in regards to where that money is going. So I want to go ahead and play the trailer for you guys. But before I get in there, I just want to let you guys know. My name is Greg Foreman, and if you like my channel and you want to support my channel, you can check out my merch, my donkey pox shirts, the disease that is affecting America, or my hashtag no days off / hard work patriotic t-shirts, or my BLM shirts, my buy large mansion shirts. You can check out my cool merch at gforemanbcp.com. Get 20% off using discount code gforemanbcp. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll this trailer of the BLM documentary from Candace Owens, The Greatest Lie Ever Sold. Take a look.
So Black Lives Matter released their 990 IRS filings. They collected $80 million. Where is that money?
It's not here. Everything looks worse than it was.
Where have you seen that money impacted throughout the city? So my producer just sent me a link. It is just shocking to me because of how much money was raised to think that where he lived, the bills weren't being covered. Super frustrating, but that's a dead end, so. And here's where it gets really interesting. Ready for some BLM pride? Another $200K went to escorts, BDSM workers, strippers, peep show workers, phone sex operators, and webcam performers. And then at that moment, it became personal. And I thought, not only am I going to say the truth, I am going to scream the truth louder than you can scream the lies. It's incredible that the majority of the world hasn't seen this.
Yeah, so I'm actually super excited about this documentary from Candace Owens. I'm actually more excited about this than I was about Matt Walsh's What is a Woman documentary. And the reason why is because I think that this conversation is more important, if not just as important, as the gender conversation, as all this money, millions of dollars, has been raised by this organization, and the Black communities that are supposed to be benefiting from this have not seen the money. Even the chapters that were a part of the organization, I think they've started their own thing now, did not see the money. And it seems like from this trailer that the money may have not only just been going to some of the associates at the top of the organization and their friends and family, some of the money may have also been going to other initiatives like, I don't know, trans or LGBTQ groups, escorts, prostitutes. That is what Candace Owens is alluding to in her trailer, and that is the part that I think is very intriguing, and I want to see a lot more on that. Again, if what she's alluding to is true, that they sent hundreds of thousands of dollars to, you know, some of these groups and people, that, you know, is totally inappropriate. Does not seem that that advances any type of so-called Black liberation or any type of help in the Black community or making these communities better, which is what they claim that their goal is supposed to be. But we all know that that's not what they're actually doing. Now, one person who definitely needs to watch this documentary is Roland Martin, right? Who I've talked about quite a bit lately, because this guy is just, again, I really don't understand people like him, but he does not seem to believe that there is a problem with BLM, right? He doesn't seem to believe there's a problem with BLM. He actually calls Kanye West an asshole, right? He's an asshole for attacking Black Lives Matter and calling the movement a scam. Again, this guy who allegedly has all the facts, right? Just like these leftists come out here and they act like, we have all the facts on our side. We know everything. It seems like he's missing some information on this organization that has come out. I mean, at the very least, he should understand that the chapters literally went to war with the national organization because they weren't getting any money, the money they were promised. Again, that in and of itself should be enough for this guy to not come out here and try to defend his organization, but it seems like he is. So let's actually play a little bit of this video here.
Asshole himself, Kanye West, showed his true colors today with his latest stunt dealing with White Lives Matter. I'm not wasting my time talking about that, but it was his attack on Black Lives Matter that I do want to focus on. He posted a message on social media where he was critical. Let me say it again. He was critical of this black.
Now I can immediately see why this man has a hard time getting on CNN and MSNBC, right? Getting his own show. Because of all the uhs and the blah, blah, blah. Now, look, I'm not the greatest speaker as well, but at least I have enough common sense to know that I can edit my videos so I don't sound like this, okay, when I'm talking, right?
Lives Matter, and he blasted them, y'all, in his post. This is what he actually posted. And again, he's who he is. He posted, "Everyone knows that Black Lives Matter was a scam. Now it's over. You're welcome." That's what he posted. Well, Kanye being Kanye, if you still listen to his music and follow him, well, shame on you. Joining us right now is Dr. Melina Abdullah, the director of the Black Lives Matter grassroots movement. Melina, glad to have you here. You know, it's interesting. I did a radio interview, Melina, and the reporter asked me about this issue. I told the reporter I don't give a damn about Kanye West. He has no value to me whatsoever. And she says, well, you know, but he has power. I said, no, he doesn't. I said, he might influence folks to buy his clothes. I said, but frankly, the average person, the average black person, I can't afford his damn clothes and don't want those ugly ass clothes. But the thing that we're seeing here, again, this constant attack on Black Lives Matter. I've had reporters tell me, Patrice McCullers was misappropriating funds. I said, I haven't seen evidence of that. I've seen the allegations. I have not seen where audit was done. They continue to attack Black.
Yeah, so Patrice Cullors paying her family members, her boyfriend, her baby daddy, exorbitant amount of money to do jobs that they otherwise have no history of doing. That's not misappropriating funds. That's not enriching yourself or spending millions of dollars on mansions, okay? Mansions, which Patrice Cullors has admitted, you know, sometimes, you know, it's been used for personal use, but it's supposed to be used for creativity and art reasons, okay? Or all these so-called consulting fees, millions of dollars that were paid to her friends and family members along with taking chartered flights, right? Yeah. No corruption going on here from Roland Martin. Nothing to be suspicious about. Totally fine, okay? Except the irony here is that the person that he's bringing on to basically defend BLM and to attack Kanye is Miss Melina Abdullah, who is currently a part of BLM Grassroots, which is an organization, basically the BLM chapters that weren't receiving the money, right? They are suing the BLM Foundation because of the new guy who took over the organization, basically paying his own consulting firm with funds, charity donations to Black Lives Matter. So basically, she's fighting for control of the money.
A lawsuit has been filed against the Black Lives Matter Global Foundation. The lawsuit was filed by Black Lives Matter Grassroots. Here to break down the lawsuit and what's at stake for the Black Lives Matter movement is Dr. Melina Abdullah. Talk to us first so that our viewers understand the difference between Black Lives Matter Global Foundation and Black Lives Matter Grassroots.
Grassroots is Black Lives Matter. It is the boots on the ground. It's the people in the streets doing the protests. It's the policy work. The Global Network Foundation was recently founded in order to receive the massive amounts of money and resources that we're pouring into Black Lives Matter.
Last week, there was a lawsuit filed from Black Lives Matter Grassroots against Black Lives Matter Global Foundation. Can you kind of break that down to make it make sense for us?
As the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation was formed, and one of our co-founders, Patrisse Cullors, was initially at the helm, is as she was stepping back, she had hired a consultant named Shalomia Bowers to really do the administrative work. Instead of going along with the transition plan that Patrisse kept in place or put in place, he decided to keep it all for himself. Bowers Consulting, which is his firm, received $2.2 million in contracts in a single year, and he doesn't want to let it go. He doesn't want to let those contracts go. He doesn't want to let go of what has really become a lifestyle choice for him, where he gets to, party on yachts. And I'm not making this up. This is on his Instagram before it went private. And so we filed a lawsuit to say, hand over the money, return the platforms, and return the good name of Black Lives Matter to the people who birthed, built, and fueled the movement. We quietly went to him. We wrote him a letter and we said, these are our requests. We want you to honor the transition plan and hand everything over to Black Lives Matter grassroots. His response to that request was to change all the social media passwords. And in fact, is now using our platforms to personally attack me and attack Black Lives Matter grassroots.
She knows that the organization is corrupt. However, she's going to defend the organization.
Black Lives Matter saying, oh, they were stealing and oh, they were doing these different things. Now you have Kanye talking about that it's a scam. Just your initial thoughts on this latest attack on Black Lives Matter and the work that you do.
Sure. I mean, I don't know what that stunt was yesterday. I know that Kanye West has not been involved in Black Liberation Movement or Black Lives Matter, even though he's been invited to the table and to help. And he hasn't been. And so we're going to continue to do the work. It's not over. Despite what Kanye West is saying, it's not over. We're just coming back from Tampa, Florida, where we had a huge victory, won the largest cash award of anybody who was killed by police in the name of Andrew Joseph III. We're working to end qualified immunity. We're continuing to do work in the streets in terms of policy and in terms of education. And so one of the things that we offered is maybe Kanye is just woefully ignorant. And so I did invite him to my class and said, you're welcome to learn about race, racism, and why we say Black Lives Matter and what it means. And so that invitation still stands. And that is what it is. We're not going to let Kanye West slow us down with this really affront to not only what we do in the streets, but an affront to the people who have lost loved ones, whose loved ones have been stolen by police violence.
Hey, stop using these for ear cleaning. They're even banned to use.
The reporter asked me, would I sit down and meet with Kanye? And if I did, what would I say? I said, first of all, I wouldn't. I said, I'm not wasting my time. I said, he needs to spend more time with his therapist and his doctor than having a conversation with me. I said, I see absolutely no value of listening to someone like him. And I think what happens is, I think people play into his narcissism by continuously talking about him. That's why my focus is the consistent attacks on Black Lives Matter. Because, and here's the piece, if people keep saying that BLM is so irrelevant, then why do they keep focusing on you?
That's right.
Again, what is amazing to me about this, and I'm basically about to end the video here because they're not really going to be talking about anything. The actual real relevant stuff is that there's no doubt in my mind that Roland Martin knows the infighting going on with Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter grassroots. He knows that. He's friends with this woman. He knows it's a scam. But he's trying to protect her check. He's trying to protect the money continuing to go into Black Lives Matter, right? Based off the name. Because that's what they're fighting over. They're fighting over the name, okay? They're saying, look, we want ownership of the name so that we can get the money. But anybody who actually has the ownership, aka whoever's in charge of national organization, because that is what she's fighting for here, right? She's fighting for who is the legitimate Black Lives Matter, right? They're all going to be scamming people, right? They're all going to be taking the money and enriching themselves. Which, I mean, hey, if you run a nonprofit, I mean, there are people who run nonprofits to get rich off of that. And I don't necessarily even have an issue with it if the nonprofit is doing work that is measurable and good, right? I think people should be paid because ultimately, whoever's running a nonprofit is no different than the CEO running a for-profit. The only difference is nonprofits don't pay taxes, right? That's the only difference. But you definitely should be compensated if you're using the money and putting the money to work in a positive way that is actually measurable. But we can't really say that with Black Lives Matter, right? We can't really say that. So again, it's stuff like this, man, that just shows me how disingenuous some of these people are. He knows it's a scam. She knows what's going on. She's suing the organization. If it wasn't a scam, why is she suing the organization? But he's out here defending it, acting like Kanye's a crazy guy. No, Kanye's not crazy. You're just a scam artist, right? You're a con artist trying to continue to enrich yourself. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.